Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Per Hitro, they talk about Frank Erabor and Curtis Ugbo, where them drive comot from palace, also arrest them, according to wetin we hear for social media. Although Curtis Ugbo and Frank Erabor don already deny say them no arrest them. Make I leave you now, make you hear from Per Hitro wetin he get to talk for this matter.
So, sorry for that poor intervention. Let me start again, please. I'm very sorry, my friends. Don't be annoyed with me. It's the little kids we have in the house here who was trying to cross by. He saw me on live. He knew I don't like distractions. So he was afraid whether he's to pass or not, Anyway, let's go straight to the point. Good evening once more, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today in respect. In my right up there, I said nobody has monopoly over insults. This today topic is concerning Frank Erabor. Then I will use that word without no regret. Whether it is been announced officially or not officially, the cup it don't full. Today, I book man. I don't even know where. Okay, it is I say. I do why you on ne do we don't know. Do explain man. No explain anything. Now let me go straight to the point. We might be living in diaspora, but we have an eagle eyes watching everything that happens in Nigeria. We spend money in getting information. We spend money in doing everything. We also applied our mind, we sacrifice our time. Okay, because it's not easy to do 10 or 12 hours in Europe in this war, this strong winter, and you wake up and do other families' obligatories and responsibilities you take care of this place here. Then you still have time to come out to stress for what do we really want from these people? Nothing. We just want to create sanity, impute sanity in our state, in our nation, in our society. Because it must not come to this. Because if you don't start checking it now, every time I come on this area, I tell you that a time will come. You'll be in a bus stop. Somebody will meet you up and ask you to give you his telephone. They brought lights. Nobody can do anything about it. And nobody can do about it. So if you don't stop or start letting Nigerians know that nobody does anything bad and good free, it will not be stand in our city, in our state, in our community, in our associations where we belong to, or in our nation. Okay. Now, I don't want to go into that aspect first. Let me go straight to the point where I came here for. My today topic is going. Look, I have announced before that anybody want to call, not now. You will call after I have laid down the reasons why I'm here. Allegations and petitions written against one single person. Can you also recall what I told you guys about Roland Eho, the Omada, the fortunate Omada in Benin Palace? My advice to everybody, all the leaders in the Ministry of Traditional Council is that we must not allow dirty to be so much in a soup that a blind man will notice it before we take reaction. Before we react to it. Okay. So, what am I trying to say is that we must learn to understand that if anything is coming up little by little, you cut it off before it germinates roots and have taproot and stem. Praise. Back that door, please. So, we must all learn how to uproot bad eggs or bad people from the beginning when they were growing those wings. I told you that Erabor is doing this thing. How powerful that guy was in here. Until I begin to be getting calls from villages and communities. How they change the communities entirely without the palace knowing what is going on. And this has given rooms, has given opportunity, has given yardstick to Igbo Nimarwe. The Pharisees, the Palestinians, let me use that word. Yeah, we Igbonimarwe, because normally Benin calls Igbonimarwe as those who did not circumcise. We look at them as people who are not clean, are not qualified, are not, this is the time without memorial right. Okay. That's what we believe. Now, before I go straight to the point of Frank, Mr. Frank, let me advise you. Let me also let you know that I saw all what you've written on a letter to debunk what the news that was transpired or that was publicized on Facebook or social media. I want to remind you once more again. In every element, in every rumor, there is element of truth in that rumor. And that element of truth in what you debunk in your letter, which I would have loved to read to the public here, but the fact is that that letter, let me see if it's on my, if it's on my YouTube, sorry, my WhatsApp, the second WhatsApp, because the second WhatsApp is supposed to have that, and we have it now. People have everybody has that, letter that Frank Erabor used in debunking the allegations or petitions against him. But there's hold on, let me go ahead. I want to show you some proof. But meanwhile, I want to read out the letter. If I cannot read out the letter, but I want to let my fans understand that. Let them tell Frank Erabor, the then secretary to Benin National Council, when he came out to accuse us and call few of the people who supported the movement of raising funds to fire this Ogyoba in Germany, Monkey Face precisely, he did not use his personal letter heading to debunk those things. Frank Erabor, why did you use your personal letter heading to say you were not detained in CID? You are not in detention. You were not arrested. Oh boy, we have eyes. Ego eyes we have. Ego eyes we have. The palace will soon get to know the bottom of this story very soon. People are preparing evidence against you. So you know how many cases are with me here that I refuse and delaying to carry forward. That because when we were doing what he was doing, I talked to my close ally. I said, man, there's no way this guy can perform so powerful in the Edo Kingdom without the support of the secretary of the palace or the Benin National Council. They said, no, Erabor is not there. It's not. I said, oh, nah, this man must know something about what is going on. When we were growing up, when I was a child, I remember Papa Ugbo. We call this boy Ugbo, he's my friend. He was living in Iriye. Those who listen to this story will know what I'm talking about now. I think his sister lives in Torino here. One of his sisters lives in Torino. This man was Omada. He has a house in Iriye. I think that land was even given to him by Oba Kenzwa. Precisely, I may not remember now. Omada, in the time of immemorial. And this thing must go back for our tradition to be respected. For everything you do over there to be respected, we must go back to history. Okay. Omada, those days, we slaves in the palace. They are not slaves like that. They don't enslave them, but they're like a servant. Let me use that word servant. When you use slavery, it looks as if they do things, they don't have anything on their own, they cannot. Okay, let me use that word servant. Obedient servant. Dedicated servant. Life servant. That was what. And the majority of those servants you see in the palace are from Obian village. Are from Obian village. Okay. So there's no way at that time that Omada will be having 3 children with a wife and is he doing Omada in the palace. It's of these days from Erabor, I get to understand that all of them has wives, have buildings, luxuries everywhere, have lands every place. They go to parties, they womanize. And the same people who go into sacrilege homes and rooms, compound areas in the mighty palace there will also go. They might even go there and do whatever they want to do outside, flick with girls outside, roast girls and so on and so forth, and they will come back unknowingly to our great God sent. They will entrust issues to them. They defile a lot of things there. Something has to come to the palace once more again. They need to do some other strong issues in that place there. investigation. If they want to know information from us, let them call us. We will not go there and tell them, no. What we are doing, we put fire so that they will open faces, open eyes, open ears. All the complaints I have in my 4 or 5 cases of issue. So, Mr. Frank, you in your letter you said they shouldn't believe the miscreants. Oh my show, you are the miscreants. Because the other time you came out and said social media fraudulent people who wanted to siphon the Nigerians' money. You understand? And there was no evidence of him being arrested. My brother, Frank Erabor, was in the state CID. Whether arrested or not arrested, let me tell you the story very well. I saw your write-up now. Tell him to come and write with the letter heading of the Benin National Council and the book. I will come at the door. Hold on. I have a lot of petitions written against him about monies on his possessions, on how he's been misusing money. Okay, so he was not detained. Nobody said he's detained. Let him say he did not go to the police station based on the accusation given to Curtis Ugbo. I won't speak much about Curtis Ugbo because you know why? Era all day like me. Because no me. If not because of the way. Oh God, thank you very much. Now my old couple, he don't care. I just dream of on this yesterday and I put up for her. Since he called us miscreant. Now let's make a jailer a little bit ragamuffin for Erabor. You will call him, he will refuse to pick your call. You want to pass information to him, he will refuse to. You want to say things to him, to exchange it to him, to know how to move the kingdom forward, he will refuse. For a start, Oba Benin did not employ Frank Erabor. For those of you who are not aware, he's an employee of the British Council in the already local government. He is being paid by the already local government, federal government, short, already local government or whatever. You understand? So, Curtis Ugbo issue, I have not come up openly to apologize to Agbogun on the issue, the way I treated him between him and Curtis Ugbo. I never knew Curtis Ugbo was so, he destroyed the platform we opened in this place here for the betterment of our land. Sometimes ago, I played the audio of Curtis Ugbo, how he threatened me. Nobody ever knew. That time, I believed Curtis Ugbo very much because he was talking and supporting the palace. Not knowing that he was doing it for selfish interest. Agbogun said it, but I was a little bit not sure what he was saying. But I see Agbogun as somebody who is very, very calculative, who is very humble, and humble, let me not use that word, who is very gentle in presenting his case. Anything he's presenting is very, very gentle, no matter how hot or how bad it matter is. He's very constructive whenever he's presenting any case. But Curtis Ugbo was very, very violent. I began to notice this thing when we were in the group. When I posted a movement. If the council leaders in the Benin or the state government is not aware of what I'm telling you now, I have the video of an armed wing. Armed wing. Curtis Ugbo posted it in my wall. That is no sorry. In a WhatsApp group I organized for Edo Solidarity Movement. In short, I gave the name Benin Solidarity Movement. He told me, that's how he came to me, how he involved with me. He said, look, they have one in Benin already known in Benin. Why not put our own the same name? So we work as diaspora while they work as home base. That was the agreement we reached with Curtis Ugbo. At the end of the day, he's not seeing himself as a pharaoh over me here in Europe, who gathered more than 1,000 members all worldwide on this on that platform. When I saw that video of arms, AK-75, machine guns, if I have not deleted it, I will go to the wall because my phone is too full of videos. But I can fish that video out from some of my loyal fans who has no most messages where I do in my phone. When I saw that, I begin to be telling him, look. So, no, don't say anybody is nobody, it's somebody. Curtis Ugbo is somebody. If it's not somebody, what he did to other people in Benin there, Agbogun cannot do it. He might be doing things illegally, but he's somebody. He has family, he's rich, he's okay, he's not suffering, okay. He's not struggling like Agbogun is struggling. Curtis Ugbo is not much like that. He's Let's call it spade a spade. He was his godfather before. They have this understanding, so don't drive me out of that area. Okay, let me go straight forward to the point. This guy, that video, I called him into action. I said, look, my platform, my struggle for those solidarity movement, it is not to take arms. Because I always say it, I say, the man that caused all the civil war in 1966-67, that ended in 1970, Chief Emeka General Odumegu Ojukwu, once tell us that no issue can be settled with the barrel of a gun. It's only a grand conference table. You can resolve disputes. And that's what I believe. That is why I learn how to talk much. Because I believe it's only your mouth that can set you free and that can put you in jail too. Okay. Your blow, your gun will create more problem to your life. Your mouth also can always create problem. It becomes a suspicious speech. Or somebody can suspect what you said. But if there's no evidence to prove physically that you did that thing, you will be free. If I tell you, look, you will see what I will do to you tomorrow. You will see, you will be dismissed from this place tomorrow. Or I will shoot your head, I will kill you. And somebody shot that person at Ring Road when they were shooting at random. In a black society like Nigeria, if anybody have evidence that you said that statement, they come arrest you, Abi. But in Europe, they will find out who killed the person. If it has no connection with you, nothing at all. You must be able to prove. If a cathedral was in Germany when he died, it means I did not kill him. Then they will not look for complots. Or conspiracy. Conspiracy, they will check my phone, check my contacts. So these are things they used to prove what is really going on over here. Curtis Ugbo, because of that thing, left the group, say we are too dull, that we are coward, that we don't have action. I say you must not take guns into your hands before they know you have actions. And that was the more reason why I was not so much in support. Good evening, Agnes. So that was not, I was not in support of this Biafra struggle the way they took it that time, because it was a little bit more violent. Okay, not that I'm not against anybody who want to agitate or separate from Nigeria, but you must do it in a way not to put other people's life in danger. Okay, so Curtis Ugbo sent me a voice message. I play it here to everybody here that time. He said he's coming to come and knock on my door. I wanted to get him arrested. I said, look, Agbo will laugh at us. Agbo will laugh when I talk now. Because people want to carry Curtis come over. If they don't see person will carry him now, I think carry and go Delta. Or carry go Calabar. Go lock her up there. Every day, but I'm very sure I can do that. I can lock Curtis off for 90 days. I mean, he will I will declare missing the door. I can only accept it. I will investigate the matter. It's been 90 days in the way. So I saw your audio looking for somebody when I like do. Where say no one of my like do Curtis Ugbo. When I if you every time when my like do. This struggle is for everybody. So let me go back. Frank Erabor. Wawe misebo ulatia. Udori letter heading written beneath Regional Council. Ugbo, where you are still the authentic secretary. You were not accused. You were not suspected. You didn't go to the police office on illegal authorization of using the monarch or the palace vehicles to seize and beat up people illegally for land grabbing and other issues. Write it intentional. That is what you did. When we complain about the 13,000 issue, you came out and called people name. You mentioned Romigo, you mentioned the Murphy. God knows you didn't mention anybody. I took it upon myself. Who called us or we so I came out and debunked all what you said. That we were not fraudulent, that we made way for our kingdom, to raise that for our kingdom. We didn't even know that the Oba cannot pay that money. What I will do. Only his drawer alone can pay $1 million. It's not joke. He's the third richest traditional ruler in Nigeria. Check your Gogo too. I went here with Gogo. Okay, so what we did for the palace, we will be doing it for 3 years. Sorry, I will mention her name again. Our big sister from Berlin, Sister Sophia, who was very supportive. She was Oba. Then this guy to Oh, you Holland, my very good friend. Oh, yeah, I was better. I hear it. Yeah, you hear it. If you remember his name, I will tell you his name. And a lot of people went to Germany. We were concerned about the kingdom. So, I will say 30,000. Even if you are condemn. Then the Frank Erabor himself quickly came out and said the palace is not instruct anybody. They are not aware. He wrote a lot of nonsense in that letter. Under the letter of Directional Council, signed Frank Erabor. We want to see you sign it again. On that same letter heading, not your letter heading that you gave to us today, yesterday. That is not how to debunk. Go to Nigeria Watch, call Etiki. Say you want to address Nigeria. Go to Danijai. Go to News Watch. Channel News. TTV. If you don't get, I know say you get money now. All the money want to thief for Benin, this is there. Take a go, take an arm, debunker. Say you are still lawyer. That you are still under. You represent the kingdom. Most people don't even know that it was not our Oba that appointed you in that position there. You are secretary to the British International Council. It's a section in the local government already, which we are aware of. So nobody has monopoly over insults. Did you hear me, Frank Erabor? I spoke to you only once. I had to away. I want to Jesus Christ. All we call it bar. Where more where? Where you doing? People make money unnecessarily the way you like. You think we are fools. Why are we here? Only man they say we are okay too. Because we are able to do something back home and live with our children here comfortably. All those guys who are seen as roaming about in the streets here today now, they will come back and will hunt all of you physically in Nigeria. Especially in those states. You people start causing problem everywhere. You go to this village. I was even told, while they borrow pits, you people will break and destroy a shrine in a village to sell out borrow pits to people. I'm coming to that aspect. This is all the first version to let you know that you don't have monopoly over insults of social media people. Can't us? We are all having different categories. Social media, there are ladies that do hook up here. They do only hook up. Sometimes they do tafia too. Okay, it's normal. It's women's life. There are people who talk about politics. There are people who talk about tradition issues. There are people who talk about marriages. There are people who talk about a lot of information they want to talk about. Okay. There are people who carry aproko. That is, they like gossiping and falling into people's private life. It's all part of life. Okay. I don't belong to those folks. I belong to the political aspect of it that involves governance, rulers. That's what I talk about. Okay. But I will not use that opportunity because I don't talk like them and I tell them they are all bullshit. No. That is the area of their specialization. If you ask most of our people here who come on social media now, who is the governor of Edo State? If not because the popularities we gave to the governorship election, nobody would have known that name Godwin. Nobody has said Obaseki. If you want to know I'm not wrong, place the picture of Obaseki on the wall without writing his name. Most people will not even know this is their governor because they are not specialized in politics. They don't look at politics issues. They go on a pro issue. Who marry? Who go for another person's wife? Who chase another person's girlfriend? Who carry gonorrhea? Who carry AIDS? Who get TB? Who COVID-19 kill? These are their areas they specialize on. And they always on social media to see the latest approach to analyze. I don't belong to those folks. But I don't condemn them. That is their right. That's what they choose to do. But I choose to follow the political aspect of it, of anything that I'm doing. So once again, I don't want to speak to Curtis Ugbo on this issue. You know why? Because Curtis Ugbo issue is dead before arrival. But the person that came here today is Frank Erabor. You are not a lord. You are not Pharaoh. Because if you now write such stupid letter and said, one, I was not arrested in the CID. I was not detained in the CID. I was not accused of it. Oh my show. The question that he was asked was, When they said they used the palace, the Benin palace car to go and do those atrocity in Asoro, the palace authority asked, who gave Curtis Ugbo that right to do what he did? Who told him to unleash on that poor man, no matter what that guy is, no matter what crime he committed? Nobody, not even the police, has right to lynch any Nigerian. Far gone are those days. We don't live in 1970s. We don't live in 1950s, neither 60s. We don't even live in 90s. We even crossed 20s. Okay? 21st century we are living now. Jungle justice in a place we call a holy ground in Edo State, the palace. It was done before. Maybe cautions was not taken. Nobody take a very strong action against those who did that menace. It is a hard time to everybody stay in the palace gate, the inside the palace gate, must have their own ID card as an employee of the palace or as a voluntary worker, known and signed by the authority or the Uzamani in the palace there. Because I passed there one day, I saw more than 36 hooligans hanging around the gate over there. What's that? Oh yeah, yeah, see me, man. Idian Yesige took Umozu to defend his own territory of his son's time when it was raining, because Benin was about to be invaded. Okay? When somebody invades you with a knife, you retaliate with a knife. When somebody invades you with a gun, you retaliate with a gun. But when somebody faces you with his own mouth, you need to face that person with his mouth. Can you tell me somebody sue you to court for legal issues? You will go there with a gun. No, you go there with a lawyer. So why must you be discreting our own palace every day? You should look, Curtis, you will stay there for a while. If nobody drive out of Benin, I don't want to read. Let's see. Because you told somebody you should not come to Benin. Say that the movie should not come to Benin. I will. If not because where anyway, I don't want to talk to Eddie Murphy because you my power no me. Because since I want to alu baby Nigeria society is the biggest fish swallow the smaller one. Here I want to tell a senator or a lawmaker, the federal level. What I mean like do. Until come up for power, you will never live on the ground. Where you first floor on the ground there, they could. Let me tell you one thing. The struggle was not started, did not start today. I started protesting in 1983. Bagida must go. My bullet in Missy Vedo. Ohoro Junction. So when you start talking, you don't burn an activist. Just you want to become an activist just when you are 55 years. No. It's in born in you. Everywhere I go, they look me as a rebel. But my rebellism is not about for just issues. When you are unjust to a system, I will stand and fight. Okay, just as what is going on in my city now, of recent, they thought I would back down because they want to go and bribe older men in the Ravenna here who consent so low to injustice and said they accept what they did. Just imagine the coup. When I start seeing Nollywood, my brother, more than I believe Nollywood, though, but everything you see there happens in real life. Because what happened in my city here recently now, I saw, oh my show. People recorded a video and sent it to somebody and said, election took place in my city. And this is it. Okay, if you know you are very good in what you are doing, if you know you are very comfortable on where you are, why are you writing series of letters to tell people that you are the president or this is your new cabinet? You were appointed as a critical committee to reorganize the Nigerian community. If the youth lynch on you, I mean they beg them. Anyway, let's forget about that. That is not why I'm here. So, Frank Erabor, my line is open. If anybody has any valid, my number is there in my word there. If you have any valid contribution, you can call in before I leave. Okay? Because I just came in here to let everybody know that Frank Erabor has no monopoly over insult. Nobody makes you a lord or a pharaoh in Benin City. Our eagle's eyes will come to you anywhere you are. We will make it. Nobody will be having a safe heaven any longer, whether in the state house, whether in the palace you belong to, whether you are in national levels, our eyes will come to you. We might not change you today, but we will give you a bad name. Okay? We'll give you a bad name. People will not be looking at you. They'll be looking at you. Let me read this. Exactly who. They'll be looking at you. They'll say, oh, this man, this is where you look like. Because I first came here the other day, I said, look, all these persons, all these people, my question I see asked is that, let anybody who's a chief or anybody who's very close to the palace, who knows the tradition more than me, tell me, is it ideal for a mother to be married with children and houses and cars and living a flamboyant life, to even attend parties? In the days when we were growing up, I was very small. I saw him dying in the hospital in 1970. Very small. I still have that flash. I still have that flash. I was very small. Okay, so I've never seen a mother having children, wives, properties, Jeep, Toyota Land Cruiser, Avenza, Mercedes. Tell me the kind of cars Omega has no. Or whereas all fleets of cars, great mansion, properties, big boyhole everywhere in Nigeria. He becomes a businessman. He becomes, oh man, show. I said, Frank Erabor, look, take me to court. You cannot tell me, if you are able to prove that you were not aware of what was going on all this while, I will go jail for your sake. You can be able to prove it. You made riffraffs, dog, cat, kete, Esi, Emila, to use their fitting mouth to point to the palace just because you don't know your duty. You are very fast in coming out to debunk our 30,000 issue. Say we are fraudulent. Now, I will personally write an open letter under my own group here, telling you that you are found wanting. Until you prove your case beyond reasonable doubt, the British Council should relieve you of your duty as the Secretary to the Palace. Everybody, Frank, you will never exist. You will never exist more than this year. That one is very sure. If you do, I know this is all built up, ganged up on a high-profile level of corruption in Edo. Nonsense. Enough is enough. We can't continue living this kind of life again. I owe nobody apology of what I said in this place here. Go and mark it. Once I tell you anything, I stand by it. I do not, and I will not apologize in anything at all. It has been I've been very skeptical on talking to you for a very long time. People that knows you very well say, look, bros, not be so, bros, not be so. I don't believe this man can do such thing. I don't believe this man can do such thing. Let me tell you one thing. If your wife come out to tell anybody that her husband have gonorrhea, even Jesus Christ will believe that wife, because he's the closest person to the husband. You understand? There are many petitions written against this man. I will come and read it out tomorrow. Same time. Tomorrow. Because I have my function with my tablet. So I need to switch on to the other phone. And the whole documents are inside this phone. If I have known, I would have transferred it. Hold on. Hold on. Please bear with me. I think I can do something. I can do better. Hold on. Just 2 minutes. I can do better. 2 minutes, please. I just want to see, to read out for you that letter that man wrote. Hold on. Shizy. No, anyway, people posted it now. I will see. Just be patient with me, please. I want to read the letter out. How can you, Frank Erabor, go and write your own letter head to debunk what was said? What was said about you? And when you were trying to debunk the one about us, you did not do it that way. You did not do it that way, my brother. It was in a different thing entirely you did it. Man, oh my show. I fear you. Who not fear you? I beg when I not first, I beg. Just 2 minutes. Give me time to find out this letter out, you know. I'm trying to find the letter out. Okay, now after this page, now I see the letter. No, it did my own other phone, you know. I don't want to interrupt my broadcast. Hello. Die. H40. Debunk letter. I go to that Frank Erabor office. Oh, which office you get? To debunk such thing. Oh no, I think this letter was out before. Okay, let me go to somebody's wall. Hold on, 2 minutes, please. Okay, yeah. Let me see it here. It should be here. Echo. Look at it. Look at it. This is the letter, okay? This is the letter. But I will read it to your ears so that you understand. You say, first publication in social media. My attention has been drawn. Let me read it from the top. From the desk of Frank Erabor, Secretary, Benin Traditional Council, Oba Palace, Benin City, 23 November 2021. My attention has been drawn to the miscellaneous diffaming and misleading information in social media that I, Frank Erabor, Secretary, Benin Traditional Council, has been arrested and detained in the State Criminal Investigation Department, Benin City, for land grabbing. That was not what they said. Hold on. Normally, I would not have bothered to alter a single word like you do before. You don't reply calls, you don't receive calls. For the reason of clarification and putting record in a proper perspective, I have decided to respond accordingly. 1. I was never arrested or detained in the State Criminal Investigation Department, Benin City. Listen to the English. I was never arrested. When they arrest you, you be handcuffed in Nigeria. Now remember, Abi, if they detain you, not say you sleep there or you stay there for more than 12 hours, whatever. Nobody said you were detained there. They say you were arrested because it's a common English that anybody will go to the station. They took you to the station for further investigation on the allegation on who gave the right to Curtis Ugbo. Because he said you were the one that ordered him to use those things, those powers you were using. You denied it in prayer of Omo. Then they now asked them to take you to the station for police to go to verify the facts. Did you go to the station or not by the order of the palace? Answer that. Secondly, I have never been involved in any land grabbing. Not land grabbing. What happened is that you took logs into your hand and beat up a man under the pretense as if the man grabbed the land of Oba Benin. That was happened in Asoro, Abi Ogiso. I spoke to the guy. I was online with him, myself. Anyway, I don't want to mention names who were there online with me and the guy. The day the guy was taking treatment in Stella Obasanjo Hospital, we even sent a prominent Edo man who is very popular. I don't want to mention his name here, to go and investigate the issue for us. The man said the land to Oba Benin was 5 by 5, not 1,000 by 1,000. That Curtis Ugbo came with the palace number plates and were marking houses who they felt was in that 1,000 by 1,000. Okay? On that same duty, they said those houses that was built there must come and build themselves. People pay 700,000, 500,000. Anyway, let's go ahead. Third, the real land grabbers has never been comfortable with my stand against land grabbing in Benin Kingdom. Which stand? You know how many villages that you destroyed? Those that concentrated the first publications are social media miscreants and should be ignored in the entirety. Why not say you will sue them? Who will ignore us? You will see how many people will view this video tomorrow. I remain committed to the service of the great Oba of Benin. Oba of Benin, great Oba of Benin Kingdom. Oba Atokbe, he said here, Frank Erabor, Secretary, Traditional Council, Benin Traditional Council, write with the letter head, let's see it. Let's see it. So my line is open. For those of you who don't know my number is there on the wall there. The number you will call, not 328 485 0255. No, you call the other number on WhatsApp. Is going. If it's not going, let me know that it's not going, so that I'll rectify it. If you want to call now, because I'll be closing the camera very soon, 30 minutes for calls, so I will debate on this issue very well. Give us a call and contribute to this program. Give us a call. Give us a call and let's see how it goes. I'm waiting. So let Frank Erabor come out and write him with the letter heading or Benin Regional Council. Then we will know what we're talking about. Anyway, Tani, let me see if hold on. I think I received a call before. Hold on. 2 minutes, please. 2 minutes, please. Allora. I'm coming home. I want to... Can I say a question, please? Okay, we have a caller. Hello, this one is from France. I get France or Holland? Hello? Hello?
Hello. Good evening, bros.
Hey, my very beautiful brother. Long time.
I'm fine. How's everything?
Well, okay. We bless God.
Yeah, well done. I was just watching your program now, and I decided to call in, to also give my own 2 cents about the whole issue.
Go ahead.
Concerning I believe what you have been saying, but what I want to say is this, sometimes when we bring out this kind of issues on social media, especially when it has to do with our palace and our tradition, we have to be clear about what the issues really are. You understand?
Okay.
You are telling me now that what you're saying now, that you are saying that he was arrested for a different reason and not land grabbing. So, but whatever he was arrested for has a relationship with land grabbing.
Definitely, yeah.
So and he is debunked. He came out to debunk the issue, and you also said that he should have written a letter with the Benin Traditional Council.
Yes.
But looking at it from another angle, I beg to differ, because the issue was about him personally. So people alleged him that he has been arrested. You understand? So it was him personally that they were talking about. So I think it's within his right to use his own retaliated power to debunk it.
Okay.
Because it's not about the palace, or it was him that was being. It was him personally that was being, alleged.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
But that is not even the bigger picture of this whole thing. You understand?
Yeah.
Is that, there are allegations flying around, especially from social media and everything.
You
understand? But one thing I want to ask, because I also watch Eddie Murphy too. He was also, Eddie Murphy, sometimes the way he does his own is a bit
I know.
But that is his way. Everybody cannot be the same. But that is his way. I don't want to condemn him for that. But what I want to understand, but because I also saw Curtis Ugbo's, I also saw Curtis Ugbo has come out to debunk his own that he was not arrested. But what I want to beg our people is that, using you through your platform, is that, when we bring out stories on social media, or when we bring out, because social media is like a free platform, there's no regulation, so anybody can come out and say whatever they like. When we bring out stories on social media, you understand, even though I hear a lot of presenters say that, they spend money back, or they send money to get information and all these things. Yes, it's okay to get information from a source, but have you verified that source? Somebody can come and tell you something. Now, for example, it's just like normal journalism work.
Yeah.
For example, if I work with Guardian newspaper, for example, now, and somebody brings a story to me, that's a source.
Yeah.
That's a source. But as a journalist, that is under regulation, that is being regulated, I cannot just rush and print the news. I have to also verify the source. I don't know if you understand.
I do understand.
Source verification.
Yeah, if you can.
Verification too is also important, because some people can come and give information maybe because they have problem with this guy, or because this guy offended them. They can come and bring information about this guy to you to come and talk. But it's okay. It's okay to do that. But the point is that
Bros Agbo, you call the other number on my wall, not this one.
It's also important for you, the presenter, to also verify the source.
Yeah. Can I? You ask three questions there. Remain online first. Hello. Remain online first. The issue about the letter. Let's start from that place first. Okay. I hold on. Check my new number is on the WhatsApp there, not the old one you know me for. Call me on the other WhatsApp number. It's on the screen there, not the one you are calling, because I'm using that phone. My tablet has problems, so I now use my phone. Plus, I'm coming. I'm talking to somebody who was calling me on the same phone. So let's go straight to the question you asked before. See, the reason why I disagree with what you said, that he was accused personally. Erabor was not accused of his personal duty misconduct. He was accused on his office duty. Because moving the palace vehicle to a place and seize properties for work and rule a red chalk sign on house already built 16 years ago. You see, when I said that, hold on, I'm different from other persons that come and carry out rumors. I spoke to the person in charge. That person was beating. That guy you saw on social media,
Yes.
I spoke to him. He was still undergoing treatment when we spoke to him. Then he said it was his father, in short, his grandfather, that was taking care of the land given to the Oba of Benin, that place there. People that hold on now, people that I even spoke to in Benin said, Asoro has no 1,000 by 1,000. That is free. You understand me? So the guy said the land was 500 by 500. That the land is still there untouched. But they brought, according to the, I'm not this one I'm talking about, it's what they said. They brought the documents with the car of Benin Traditional Council.
Yeah.
So who is the secretary? Frank Erabor. Curtis Ugbo is not employed in the palace. You understand? Just to let me. That guy has no power to enter the palace, authorize a driver to pick them to Asoro without the consent of somebody who have authority in the palace. I don't want to go details about that issue. When I said he should write a letter debunking that accusation, we did not accuse him as Frank Erabor. We accuse him as secretary.
So are you not accusing the International Council or Frank Erabor?
No, Frank Erabor as the representative. Who is the secretary? Because this question was also asked. They are also asking this question. Who authorized you people to go with this car to that place there?
Okay.
Who authorized you to beat this guy up?
I want to answer that question.
Yeah.
I want to answer that question. Who actually arrested Gashi? You said that they were arrested.
No. I said, if you watch my program, I said in English language, when somebody go to the station for any case, Nigerians will say he was arrested. Okay. The case was not be able. No. They took them there. Order to take them there for further investigation.
So okay, they took them there.
Yes.
When they took them there, but it was not an arrest. So I don't understand. Is it an arrest or not?
That is what I'm trying to explain to you. Now, in Nigeria terms, okay, when anybody want to carry any news, they give it a very flashy name, so it's more attractive. I'm explaining to you what happened. The process when they look into the matter and say, look, this is what transpired in Obiso. The authority in the palace were not asking, who authorized Curtis Ugbo to beat up this guy or to go to that place and do this thing? Who gave out all this authority to take the cat over that place there? Curtis Ugbo said it was secretary that gave him the order, that gave the order. Secretary denied. Are you getting what I'm saying now? So, order was given for the police to come and pick them off for the investigation. So it looks like an arrest. It looks also by it was an invitation. Invitation that they will call you, want to see you tomorrow or next tomorrow. But when they order the police to come over to the place and pick two persons for further questioning, it's an arrest. Whether you like it or not.
That would have said, it's a matter of semantics. If police come and pick you, that means they've come to arrest you.
But he was not detained over there, okay? Alright?
He wasn't detained. He wasn't detained.
They might stay there for a few hours for questioning, you understand? But what I'm trying to say is that the reason why I'm saying is that if he's supposed to have, when he came to debunk medicines he had been debunking in the palace there, he has always been doing it with the letterheading. He was not accused as an individual. He was accused as a secretary.
As the secretary of the
British National Council.
But in the letter there, he wrote a letter that Frank Erabor, secretary to Benin. It was written on the letter.
You are not getting me there. You are not getting me correct. Or because it has not been announced. It has not been announced officially. It has not been announced officially that he's no longer a secretary. Until it's announced, he can still use that name.
Okay, what I don't understand is that why in the palace made an official statement regarding this issue?
That is what I'm saying. If you listen to what I said, the only person they bound from the palace is Curtis Ugbo because he carried out the activities. Okay? He now said, I was authorized by the secretary. So the secretary issue is under investigation.
Yeah, I understand you, but officially, Frank is still the secretary, as we speak now.
I have not told you he's not the secretary. Did I say so?
Okay. I didn't say you said so, but
Okay.
I will clarify that.
No. We don't stay, you see, such statement might be careless. You know why? In an established institution like that, when Oweo came, Omada, remember?
Yeah.
I broadcast it here, Abi?
Yes.
I told you how it's going to end and what is already on board. But until they brought it out officially, it took them almost a month.
Yes, to brought officially.
Hello. So let's watch.
But before then, Owe was already suspended. Remember?
You don't understand. See, when they take you out of the palace, because it was...
Before it was official, they already suspended him before.
It wasn't even official. The suspension, listen to me now, bro, the suspension was not official. We know, but it was not official too. Did the palace communicate to you that he suspended one single day? Did they communicate? No, excuse me. No, do you hear? No. Hello, so it's you heard from a graveyard, just as we are easy information. Okay. The one you see publicly written out in the palace, it is what is valid. Yes. Body movement. So, echo. So when he was suspended from the palace, it was a rumor you had. But that rumor was true. That rumor was true. Okay? So what I said, I repeat again. Frank Erabor is not employed by the palace.
Okay.
People don't understand what is going on. Frank Erabor is secretary for the Benin National Council, which is a division of the local government in Edo State on traditional issues.
So that means he's employed by the local government.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah.
So if everybody should relieve him of his duty, it's not the duty of the palace to relieve him of the duty, it's the local government that should relieve him.
The palace might say, I don't want this man to be interfering on the issue of this place again. They can relieve him of his duty and place somebody else there. Listen to me.
The palace can make a request to the local government to change it, but the palace cannot change, but it's not employed.
It is not possible. It is not possible. He works in the he worked in the local government for years. He was formerly Omada. Listen, he was formerly Omada to the father.
Yes.
Long years ago when he was very small. So he went to school. So because that one not to keep his life and body moving, they recommended to be he was employed on local government administrative departments concerning the local government council or traditional issues.
So the local government employee.
Sure, fully.
Okay, that's what I want to understand. That is
No, local government are the one that pays our traditional rulers.
I know that.
Hey, Laura.
Frank Erabor is also a local government employee.
The God sent king has his own personal secretary.
Okay.
Because I do remember in Rome, he has his own personal aide that sits with him, even when he was ambassador in Rome here.
Yeah.
I've forgotten his name now. I was to check one black in light checkered guy like that, you know.
Yeah. But boss, I want to also tell you something. Do you know that Curtis Ugbo has come out from the place of Tipong that he was never arrested?
Don't worry about that. We shall see the result very soon. Don't worry about that.
You understand? So
Can't excuse me. Listen to me. When they did it, when the way happened, Izobo happened. From the beginning, we were all confused, Abi. I was confused now.
yes.
Once you stay in darkness, okay, once you stay in darkness, if they off the light suddenly, It will take, for the moment, you will be everywhere be dark. You can't even see your way out. But when you stay for 4, 5, 6 hours, you will see in the darkness. Let me allow that people to call in, please. Thank you very much.
Before I go, bro, I just want to use your platform to appeal to our people that a lot of people that are talking on media should be careful the way they talk about palace issues also. If you are not, people like you that really have information can talk. But some people just talk, they talk on palace issues without knowing how things work in the palace.
You see, I take my time to come out and talk anything I want to talk. I'll be following the story for a very long time. No. I must investigate, follow up. Yes. Follow up the story, do my findings.
People are talking about palace issues as if they don't really know, but they just jump into it. So, but we all have to be careful anyway.
That is true. That is true. Sanity must come back. Thank you very much. Agbogun, let me call you because I know you want to contribute. I will call you because of the special respect I have for you, irrespective of the way it is. Ima, let me call you. Oh no, I don't have his number here. Not found. Why? Picking up found. Boom. It's shocking. Anyway, if there's no other call, we'll be leaving very shortly because I have a place to go. It's after 6 now. In 2 hours time, I should be off for work. Okay, incoming call from Germany. Wow, my handsome brother.
Hello, Papa.
We are here now.
Yes, sir. Come on, sir.
Go.
I want to contribute to your program.
Go ahead, my brother.
But we have a small organization here in Germany.
Okay.
And we are watching all of you people who are patriots.
Yeah.
Somebody like you are a patriot.
Thank you.
And we have about 5 patriots in those states there.
Okay.
That are acting like you too.
Okay.
But it's you and the new team, Binigo, that we are not seeing that are standing.
From Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very eloquent. Yeah.
Somebody like Eddie Murphy is a patriot.
Yeah.
But he's being directed by some group of persons. This is what you will say, this is what you will not say. Okay.
Likewise,
the Amigo too.
Yeah.
So we don't need to hide him. We know all these people. Anyway, we are watching them. And Amigo has been controlled by some group of persons based on politics too.
Yeah.
This is what you will say, this is what you will not say. We know the mastermind behind that. Likewise, Eddie Murphy, Maybe and Co. This is what you will say, this is what you will not say. Tomorrow we say white, next tomorrow we say black. Though he's a patriot, he's still trying on one side.
Yeah.
But this group of people is listening to them. That is why he's being deviated at times from the truth.
Yeah.
But you and the new team, you always stand firm. Emmanuel Agbogu is among, but based on politics issue, like the last post we saw from Emmanuel Agbogu supporting Tinubu. So
Echo Agbogu is here now. Abuwa call him.
Agbogu is the only #1 patriot we have in Edo State.
Wow.
Outside those people in the overseas.
Yeah.
So we are watching people, but based on politics issue, Emmanuel Agbogu is still being controlled by some group of persons.
He might have to survive.
Yeah, exactly. We know how it is in Edo State. It's not easy, but we still give him the accolade. He's still trying.
Thank you very much.
This is your program you just brought up, like the program you did with Ivan Amigo in watching Omar College situation.
Yeah.
So you were giving accolades, everybody praising you. You make a statement that they will not know the value of Obaseki until when the tail is cut off. So just like a Comrade Newton, a great philanthropist too. He's a great man anyway. He made a statement in one of his broadcasts that You know, Obaseki, what we are just seeing is a do road. And nobody is coming to do like that. What Obaseki is trying to do, it is only the intellectual, only the patriots, the great men that want the betterness of Edo State in future, that knows the value of Obaseki. Just those people that are saying duro, no, Obaseki, it is the regime of Obaseki that we are seeing all these things. I think this Yamu is there. All this Okarele, whatever, and somebody like Frank Erabor and the Omada, they will not be convicted.
No.
They will not be seeing all this we are seeing.
No.
Will not. So people like you coming out to talk about Erabor or whatever, these people, we know them, but it's very, you know, the situation is very hard for Obaseki. Obaseki is coming to fix everything, and believe before he is 4 years, other years complete, he will try his little best to fix some of all these people, those people committing the great atrocity in that state. You will put them where they belong to.
Thank you very much. What is the name of your organization in Germany?
Yes. So if we are really praising you,
no, your organization in Germany is called what, please?
Sir?
Your organization in Germany is called what?
We want to register it before we will see how the name.
Okay. I'm available.
Yeah,
I'm always available.
Yeah,
if you have anything to do at all, you invite me anytime. Give me a notice of 1 month, I'll be there.
Yeah, we recognize somebody like Igbinugu.
Okay. Yeah.
And we Erabor is a patriot anyway, but he has lost it on the way. So
like
if you call him, he will say, I don't talk about the palace. But if he sees something concerning Omada, we post it. He say, I don't talk about. We are not saying you should criticize the palace.
Yeah.
We are saying just like the topic you are doing.
You
say you are fighting for
it's not his fault. The Bini Parable says that since honeybee, buy small pikin for farm. If he see flower when it big, he go dey run. Now make am go dey run. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we still recognize somebody like Maluagbogu, and I know he's very close to you. You will still try, and he's still trying anyway. Based on politics, he should not just lost it all.
It's okay.
In the name of politics.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. God bless you.
All right.
I don't say I should. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Thank you for the good work you are doing. Okay, so
yeah. The line is still on. I will not be staying too long now because my time is fast spent. I need to be moving. But first, let me give you this announcement. For those of you who always carry protest to the palace, it has come to our notice that it's unfair. The authority of the palace has just they communicated and said it's only Tuesday and Thursday if you want to do any protest. Not every day. Palace has other vital issues to take care of. Tuesday and Thursday are the official day for protest in the palace. If you have anything to do at all, you want to channel this to the palace, go in groups Tuesday or Thursday, stay there, make your demand. They will call somebody to represent and hear you out. No mago. So if they did not reply you or they did promise, call on us. We will reorganize you guys again and pay your transport to that place again and see whether they will not answer you. There's one thing people don't understand. They don't know the meaning of why. That's why they play and joke with some certain issues. They look as if it's not serious. Anyway, I don't want to go to this about that. Just go and read the story or the history of Ewari, the first. Then you will understand exactly what we are facing or what we intend to see if this is not treated in a proper manner. So I don't want to start dragging everybody out of the fair. We don't have any calls anymore again. I will try to call, but I believe I don't have his contacts. I would have liked to call him, but I don't have his contact. But I would like to hear his voice because I think he has a lot of points he normally makes here. Unfortunately, I'm not using my additional number. I've called him myself, and he was calling my direct number. Let me see. Okay, Manuel Bogun. Okay, let me see. Let me see if it's online. If it's online, I will. Let me just see whether it's online. I don't think so. Let's see whether it's online. Manuel, hello. Can you call the number in the screen? So I just know you were trying to call, but I'm using that telephone. There's a screen in my screen there. Check the number. They call that one on WhatsApp.
Okay, let me.
All right. So we are expecting Manabogun. They will close the show. I want to hear his part of contribution in this program. It's very important. As I said before, he's somebody who I so much believe on. To some extent, he's very eloquent. He knows what he's saying. He knows how to put things right. Echo. Somebody just posted it. Okay. So not only that, people were complaining about the post we said. We say Ogiso Atokbe. They were trying to relate it to this monkey face issue. No. Please let us not always try to bend issues or change issues. If you address, hold on, my runaway sister.
Hello, my brother.
How you doing?
Fine. We cannot regain our past glory until there is total overhauling of the corrupt people in the palace.
Wow.
There have to be total overhauling. Because if the kingdom is, if the head is corrupt, where can we go from there? We can't go anywhere. We're saying Bini, Obasaki, this, that. The head, when the head, people surrounding the head is corrupt, we go nowhere.
That's true.
So they have to start eradicating the bad eggs from the palace. The palace is too big to be corrupt.
Wow.
It's just, if they don't know what they're doing to that kingdom, a lot of people, both international, both local, that palace is just too big for them to be destroyed. So the better they know it, the earlier they know, the better. Because it's not just the Benin, the Oba of Benin. It's Oba. It's a kingdom. A kingdom is great. It's a monarch.
That's true.
So that is what they don't understand. Look at the atrocity that has been committed. How are they beating people? Look at the way they are beating people in front of palace. Palace is supposed to be like a rescue, like a place where you run to. It's just like an embassy.
Yes.
It's just like an embassy. When you run into an embassy, they cannot touch you anymore.
That's true.
That is how Benin Palace is. But they don't understand the integrity, the gravity of what they are doing to that palace.
Wow.
They don't understand it. Because I've never heard such in Oni of Ife. I've never heard such in any of the monarchs, the great monarchs. I've never heard it, apart from this. You know, you just mentioned something that is the third richest monarch.
Yeah.
Yes, he's the third richest monarch.
Well
and he's
connected.
the poorest. And it's the poorest state in the sense that the kind of things that come out of that state, it's not nice. It's not nice. The kind of bad image that come out from that state, it's not nice. You can be rich, but if your body is dirty, your riches is wasted.
That's true.
So that is the gravity of what they are doing to that monarch. Yes, our great father does not know what is happening, but at the same time, you can't pay deaf ear to this nonsense. It's nonsense. If this secretary can be so soiled, you know, it's bad. How can you run to a palace that you're running for refuge? You can't run there because there's no security there.
That's true.
So that's what I'm saying. So they have to look at the gravity of what they're doing to that palace.
It is our...
If people like you,
yeah.
if you can have like 4 or 7 people that will speak like this to protect that palace, not just coming and talking anyhow, just talk and talk, because they don't understand the gravity. Looking at the bigger picture of what they're doing to that palace is bad.
Thank you very much.
That's all I can have to say.
Thank you very much, sister. Yeah, we do. We
discuss I've learned because of this.
Okay.
And
thank you very much.
Is coming out to play.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Wow, this was brief, very eloquent, and very understanding. You see, this lady threw my mind back to the how superior, how sacred is that compound, that kingdom, that represents the great kingdom that we were looking at. That you know, I was not opportune to play traditional roles when I was in Benin when I was very young. I tell you a story when I was very, very small. I used to, I can only be saying my story here that I grew up with my family of my mother very well. I know my father's family. Up to now, I don't even know much of them. I just know the elder sister's children, the grandchildren, I don't even know them. The family at large, I don't know them. I'm very close to my mother's family because I grew up with them. Okay. Those days we used to go to Silo. I enjoy going there because when you enter the compound of my mother's grandfather's house, hold on, okay, I'll be going on the line. Okay. Hello. Hello, good evening, man.
Yeah, good evening, Pahitro.
How are you doing?
We bless God.
I'd be hungry to see your contribution.
I've been following up your program today, and firstly, I want to commend you and others who have also been, truthful to facts and state things the way they are.
That's true.
Basically, the reason why I'm calling on your program is to set the record straight. There is no community today that you go to that they will tell you they are not paying one form of bribe or the other to Frank Erabor and Roland Ekoe as it then was.
Okay.
And the effect of what these bribes they have collected to do whatever they intended to do or whatever they have done is the reason why we are having communal crisis. In fact, largely all the communities in Edo South that happens to be the Bini local government areas or senatorial district, as the case may be.
Yeah.
The truth be said, Frank Erabor, me who is talking to you, has threatened me even while I went to submit petitions in the palace.
Wow.
Until date as I speak, no single response. If I choose to bring out documents of complaints that have been, minuted to the palace, with that response, you will baffle that, if it were to be you, you would have also come out to do the same thing, because for you to get audience, you must say things that would attract people to look into what you are saying. You can sit behind the camera and speak all the English, and people will just, it's on a talk. But by the time you begin to mention them and mention, institutions, people will listen to you.
Yes, that's true.
And that is where we are today.
Yeah.
Let me quickly say something.
Go ahead.
Do you know that Curtis Ugbo had an intention to further fool me, if not for the fact that I applied wisdom? In the sense that he was saying that I have to bring my father to come and apologize in the palace. If my father gets to the palace today and wants to apologize to the monarch, who does he see? Is it not Frank Erabor?
Yeah.
So you see how crafty and how organized these guys are in committing these crimes that they do. As I speak to you today, in a community like Oba community that I took to the palace to protest where Curtis Ugbo assaulted me. Frank Erabor cannot swear that he did not benefit from the proceeds of the bribe, the 6 million and jeep that Olandenkoi collected from these people.
6 million and jeep.
6 million and jeep. So that this place with that POS board, they not do. He cannot swear. The people in the community, as they are still alive, they can speak for themselves. Go to that community. You have borrow pits, mining raw materials, raw sharp sand in that community, and the people cannot even boast of any benefits from all these illicit activities that are going on there. I call it illicit because of the processing which the people that sold those borrow pits to them acquired the authority to sell those borrow pits in the name of community.
Yeah.
The truth be said, we can no longer be operating this kind of system in the 21st century. Even the government of Edo State is seeing how they can digitalize the civil service to see how things are done in a modern form. Even if they are not there yet, but they are taking effort. Same way it should be with the traditional institution. Do you know it's so painful that people will come to complain to you, believing that you have the capacity to resolve their problems, and at the end of the day, you do what is expected of you. Put up a petition to relevant authorities. Year 1, month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5, no response. And the people are still suffering in that same thing they have come to meet you to get solutions over. How do you take it? So the truth be said, now that it is no longer a hidden fact that these persons who are close to the palace are using it for their own selfish interest, I think the next point of discussion that should be rocking the media is on how people can access the palace genuinely without any form of intimidation, without any form of bias or bribe. Today, before you get access to the monarch, if you have not been able to pass from the back, it is story. And people are in their need of the consent of the traditional council to see how they can move, their communities, in the right path of development. But what do you see? There is no community today that gets to the palace to submit an information that do not pass through the table of the secretary of the palace. There is no communication today that the monarch wants to put out to the people or to any form of authority that do not pass through the secretary of the palace. Today, in case of you don't know, and I think more of the police officers who are involved in this investigation of Ugbo's activities can attest to it. Very many decisions that are binding today against communities in courts and in police authorities are what will I call it? Emanating from Frank Erabor's table.
That is just to 2 minutes, Emmanuel, please. That is what I said just now. For the beginning, I said there's no way Owe would have gone to. You know that guy he duped 20 million. It's my friend though. The guy in Germany. No, the guy is my friend though. My close friend, he has come here to come and see us twice in Italy here. He lives in Germany. This guy is a bus driver in Germany. He's not a 419. He drives bus from morning till night to carry loan in giving that money to this guy. So there's no way the secretary will not be aware of what is going on. You are remember to have one conflict with you concerning Curtis Ugbo. You know how I now get to know I believe you? He posted an arms group in my WhatsApp telling us to support the group. I told them, look, I don't support armed struggle. Ununa Ayaguan. Go ahead, my brother, I'm listening to you.
So, my brother, to crown my statement, because I think we're all on the same page.
Yeah, we used to.
To crown my statement, it is high time those of us who have these media handles that our people follow, engage the process in such a way that anybody can, have their voice heard. My brother, it is so painful today that somebody like Kola Edopaye who has contributed immensely. If I tell you the pain Kola has gone to in the hands of so many communities, for them to be saying that they are paying him despite the selfless service. I don't want to mention myself. I'm just talking of somebody I can genuinely say, yes, I know he's in and out. For them to begin to tax such a person that he collects bribe, that he's the one feeding them. And people are not coming out to even ask these persons what are the issues.
Can I intervene on that aspect?
We have ITV. I'm coming, sir.
Okay,
we have ITV today.
Yeah.
We have EBS. We have NTA.
Yeah.
We have channels. What social media has done for Edo State within the last 3.5 years, none of these media stations can do it.
That is true. That is true.
But look at what the secretary to the palace, that anytime he receives or he has a communique to issue to the public, he runs to social media. He addresses all of us as a miscreant.
A miscreant, yes. I was so annoyed.
As a miscreant. And people will just read it and pay lip services to it.
No, I reacted. That's why I came out.
Yes, I know. That's why I say on issues we are likely on the same page.
Yeah.
But the truth be said, if we cannot take hold of this opportunity in this 21st century to rebrand certain things that are drawing us backward, it will take another decades to correct these mistakes.
Yeah.
So my people, I want to use on my brother's platform to say today that we need a total overhauling of administrative system within the palace. Even within the palace, it is not only the secretary. They should look at the CPS. Because if you go and look at the way they report the news of people coming to protest there, it will look as if there is no complaint that they are giving. Take your time to observe it on EBS and on other TV stations, local TV stations. Apart from social media, nobody can state it the way it is.
That's true.
So, if or not until when we realize how to resolve these things, we cannot get good results. So many people are running away with their investments to other states that ordinarily would have produced jobs for us here in those states.
Yeah.
And it is because of these few individuals who have allowed greed to becloud their sense of reasoning.
That's true. So on that aspect
I want to beg because my intentions is that we have a better society.
No. That one, I will invite you personally.
People will enjoy the process rather than a few people.
I will invite you personally on that aspect. I suspended a lot of a project with you before, but now I think we can continue to do something better than each other at least before. When you talk about the caller I got by you, my mind drew me back to, are you talking about the consigned, do this in consigning land grabbing, the group they form in Benin?
No, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about his personal input.
No, I understand. No, I understand. You said.
You know how many people run to other bloggers? I don't want to mention it. Let me look as if I'm fighting person and being political with the truth here.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people run to some other bloggers in Edo State and they say they want to lay their complaint? They will say they should go and bring 200,000. They should go and bring 300,000.
Mamma mia.
In this same Edo State where we are.
Mamma mia. I have received more than 4 or 5 petitions. I direct them to the group in Benin. They have not collected it because I felt it's not necessary. You understand?
Okay.
No.
So if you don't take time to investigate, you will not see some of this. Before you saw that I decided to unleash a full-blown scale media attack on these individuals that are currently being exposed.
Yeah.
It was because of the fact that we saw that was the only channel available.
Yeah. To say the truth.
Imagine Curtis Ugbo bringing a video of 3 years ago to fight me in a today issue.
You know what I remember?
Their points are the one in defense.
Yeah.
So please, my brother, I want to beg. Edo State is in their need of our participation,
our support,
as to informing the system.
Yep.
There are very many people that are wallowing it. If I decide to let my WhatsApp pages open for complaints of land grabbing, I don't think they can be able to resolve it in the next 5 months.
Wow.
They decide to take it one after the other. And we most painful part of it that 70% of these people who are complaining are people who have left the shores of this country to look for a better life. And have seen better life and decide to invest back home. They are the ones that are facing this hardship, this intimidation, this oppression.
Yeah.
For criminals, lazy people, cultists who will not want to use their time to better themselves, but rather to see how they can oppress people to make money and lavish.
Wow.
Because many of them make this money in millions and they don't have any evidence to show
how they get the money. Yeah.
So my brother, this is where I will stop for today.
Thank you very much. I hope to invite you very soon.
Yeah. Enjoy and see a reformed
Edo
Council and reformed Edo State.
Yeah. We will see shortly, very soon, okay? But I'll get back to you. Thank you very much, Manuel. I'm grateful. Yeah. Wow, that was, you see, sometimes I do where Akbegbawan. What I say, well, Mudanro Akain, or go back to Curtis Ugbo. If nobody letting out with be, amen. Oh, anyway, let's forget about that one. I'm not here because of that one today. The story will continue tomorrow, where I will bring out all the petitions written against Frank Erabor and so many other guys in Benin City. There, you will see it face to face. I intend to speak to, anyway, I won't want to mention any longer any name again, since it's not, let me see if it's online. Hold on. If you have any take on it, because he might be trying my other phone now, not knowing that I'm not on that line. 2 minutes. Echo, let me see if it's online. If he's online, I will just place a call to him. Hold on, let's see whether he's online. This is my last call, okay? Because I'll be leaving. I have to go and get prepared. Timetable, not say we want to be operational to get our own limit once they stay for online. I thank you all for being here with us today. Let's see whether this gentleman will carry the phone. If it's not at home, he's not going to pick. I know that for sure. No, it's not around. No shaking. Tomorrow is another day. We'll all make the programs. I think Agbogon will be invited specially. And those of you who want to participate on the talk tomorrow, we might be having a video live conversation tomorrow. But I will prepare it if you want to contribute to it. We want to bring out petition. And if you have a lot of things that is happening in your village that you have proof evidence for, send them to me, or you can email it to me. You can send me email. Let me give you my email number, email address here. So I say email number. Email address here. That is my email there. hitmanlife.it. You send me your email there. We'll respond to you tomorrow. We'll discuss about it. We'll know how to do about the whole issue. And for those of you who have been trying to reach me one way or the other, please pardon me. Pardon me. Believe me honestly, it has not been easy taking care of the family and taking care of my job, and also addressing public issues here too, and even addressing public issues back home in Nigeria by telephone, you know. I greet you all and God bless everybody. Good night, everybody. Somebody is calling. This is my last call. Oh, it's from Nigeria. I just cut off. Let me see who is that person, because I want to go. I have a place to go, but let me see who's calling me. Who's calling from WhatsApp? Let's see your face. WhatsApp. Call. We'll call you back now. We know they're wrong. We will call you back. How this? This person abroad here, but na Nigerian like doing this thing. You call person, they call you back now, you know, we carry again. Okay, anyway, no problem. Let's forget about him. I greet you all, and who's that? What's that message? I'm trying to call him too now. What's the problem? Hold on, 2 minutes. Let's see. Okay, I don't have it in my phone there. Okay. There's no way I can be able to reach him, because maybe there's no line there where he is. So I greet you and I bless everybody. Tomorrow we'll continue from there, part 2. Tomorrow I'll be coming out with live and evidence. I want to say once again, I said, for those of you who always like to go and protest in the Urban Palace, Tuesday and Thursday is the official date accepted for protest. Take that into your brain and your memory. Don't forget, I bless you all. I thank you all for being here with me. Okay, somebody send me a message. Let me see. Hold on. Somebody send me a message. You're about to call. Why not call? Who is this place here? Don't worry, I will talk about this tomorrow. This one is about Basket. Thank you very much for your concern about it. Okay. Okay. So, I thank you. My sister is, my beautiful baby is calling. So, please, I want to be leaving now. Please, I want to be leaving, and keep touch. Same time tomorrow, I'll be here. I need to get prepared for a job. I greet you all and God bless everybody. One love. Stand and wait for the truth message tomorrow again. Second part of it. We're going to be talking about so many things tomorrow. Okay, we'll talk about even politics, associations politics in Italy here and in Europe in general. Thank you and God bless everybody. Bye-bye.
Now we don't hear from Pahitro. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the year all the things where they happen for Edo State. Make I leave you now with this video, make you help us share them. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.